Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. If you have not been here before, I want to tell you what you can expect. You can expect all things Tulsa. My name is Jennifer Mount, and I am the managing broker and founding partner of Legacy Realty Advisors. And we are a boutique brokerage in the middle of Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I've lived in a 9-mile radius my whole life. And of course, our brokerage is within that 9-mile radius. And I love Tulsa. And I want everyone to know, everyone in the whole world, everyone that would watch YouTube, I want you to know how much Tulsa has to offer. I think that we are the best kept secret in the United States, maybe in the world. And maybe I'm partial, but maybe I'm not. But each week, I'm going to bring you something that's going to add value to your life. I have a 3, 2, 1 at the end. 3 things you learned, 2 things you're going to share, and then 1 thing that you're going to implement. And each week we're going to be covering real estate related topics. This week, the real estate portion is going to be rather small because the meaning behind this week and this past weekend, Memorial Day, is so much bigger than just a home. It's about a legacy, and that's the name of our company, Legacy Realty Advisors. So I had the opportunity this week to interview 4 different service members and ask them one meaningful question is, what does Memorial Day mean to you? And I have never served in the armed forces, so I can't personally speak to what those people go through. And that's why I would really love for you to watch it. It's on our YouTube channel. It's only 3 minutes, and it's very heartfelt. I will be honest. Okay, here's one thing. Every episode I'll try to tell you something about myself. So something about me is I cry a lot. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I just cry, and I don't know why, but I guess I just have a lot of emotions. I heard that tears are an expression of what's in your heart coming down your face. So during these interviews, my social media director, Sarah, who also owns a plumbing company. So if you need a plumbing company, she's amazing. And Green Country Plumbing. She said, okay, come on, Jen, but the interview that really got me teared up the most was when I was speaking with a mom who has 2 sons that are currently serving in our military. So I want you to just think for a second, what do those families go through whenever they send someone to fight? And we haven't been in a climate in a very long time that there has been a draft. But so that even makes it more powerful because these people volunteered to spend their time, which is our most valuable resource, is time, because it's the only thing that can't be replaced. And they're somewhere fighting for our freedom so that we can. Tomorrow I'm going to go over to my brother's house, and last weekend I went to my parents' house. We do all these things that we can definitely take for granted, and we need to pause this week, even though Memorial Day is already over. I want you to think about the things that people gave and sacrificed and carry it into the rest of this year. 4th of July, Labor Day, Veterans Day, all of these days that aren't just a day that's inconvenient that we can't go to the bank, or a day that we're excited that we get to be off work. I remember for about a decade, I was a late girl. Like, it was on Memorial Day till as long as we could go. And everything we did in May was around, what lake are we going to go to? Who all's going to be on the boat? What are we going to eat? Where are we going to stay? And Memorial Day is so much more than that. One of the people that I interviewed, his name is Steve Dibbins. He is one of my Legacy Lions. He served for 4 years, and he was just saying that there is no greater love. It says in the Bible, there is no greater love has any man than this, that he would lay down his life for his friend. And that's what our service members are willing to do. We hope that that doesn't happen, and yet it does a lot of times. Over the weekend, I took my grandson and went with my dad out to a cemetery called Floral Haven here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And they had 463 casket flags. And they had junior ROTC, and they had the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and all of these things. And even though my grandson is only 2, we took him last year too when he could barely walk, and I am going to do a better job with him than I did with my kids, letting him know that Memorial Day is about sacrifice. It's about dedication. It's about commitment. It's about sadness. It's about joy. And one of the things that Melissa, who is the mom of 2 of our servicemen, said that it's about worry. You know, every day wondering, is that the day that she's going to get a call that they have to go into active duty, or that there was an accident that happened on the base and something senseless changed the trajectory of her life forever. And while I have not ever had anyone, like I said, in my family that was in the service, I have lost my son. And the aftermath of such a tragic event, it doesn't just stop after the funeral or after a year's gone by. It goes on forever. And there are all these servicemen's families and parents and children that are having to deal with this forever. And so, you know, she said every night she just goes to bed and prays protection over her sons. And also, you know, gratitude and pride that they would be willing to do that. We also interviewed another serviceman, one of my really good friends. His name is Chad. And he was just talking about how it takes a certain type of person that's willing to step up and do what is necessary at that moment to make the right decision, make a fast decision. And we also interviewed another friend of mine named Harlan, and he was talking about how he had every intention and all the excitement of going to serve our country, and then he got injured and they wouldn't let him go. I spoke with another person who went through all the testing, and then they found out he had narcolepsy. He couldn't go. One of my best friends, his name is Russ. He is a Marine, and he served for 4 years. And he tells me stories about going to, I was asking him the other day about, has he ever been to Tuscany? And he said, yes. And I said, when? Tell me about it. And he said he was in the military. So of course, the experience that we're going to have going to Tuscany as a civilian is going to be completely different from the experience he had when he was 18 as a serviceman. So everybody has a story, and maybe some people don't want to share their story because maybe it's too painful. I definitely have had people very, very close to me who I feel like had severe PTSD and were damaged from their service. So this week, this month, this year, this lifetime, I want you to take a pause and not take for granted the freedom that we have that other people sacrificed for. So the 3, 2, 1 of this week are the 3 things that you learned, hopefully, from this time together is: number 1, Tulsa's amazing. Number 2, our servicemen are amazing. And number 3, there are moms all across this nation that every night pray that they don't get the phone call that any parent would dread. And the 2 things I want you to do are share your love and your gratitude for a veteran. Maybe you could pick up their dinner, pick up their lunch, get them some coffee. just let them know that maybe it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whenever it was, we are grateful. And then the one thing that I want you to implement this week is gratitude. Gratitude is the secret sauce. Gratitude is where it's all at. So maybe you're having a bad day, maybe you're having a bad week, maybe you're having a bad year, maybe you're having a great year. Whatever is going on in your life right now, every morning and every night, I would love it if you would write down 3 things that you are grateful for, because when we are able to reframe our current situation, then we're able to thrive and, like I said, just find gratitude in every opportunity that we have. And I find gratitude in this opportunity to connect with you on a weekly basis. This is your midweek motivation. Every Wednesday, be looking for a message from me. In the month of June, we're going to be covering the complete buying process, from if you're selling your home to a buyer looking for a home, getting pre-approved, all of those things. And that fires me up because I love helping people achieve their real estate goals. And this week also fired me up because it gave me a different perspective on what some people have been through and go through. So please take this message out. Please subscribe. We are going to get to at least 50 subscribers. We'd love to get to 100. This is the year of the 100 for Legacy Realty Advisors. So we want to have 100 families that we help achieve their real estate goals. We want to have 100 positive reviews on Google. So if you have a second, you can do that. We want to have 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So all of these things, you help us achieve our goals. We can't do this without you. So take a second, watch the video of the interviews that I did. And if you want to talk about anything, family, faith, fitness, fun, finances, call me. Let's have coffee. Let's go for a walk, whatever it is that you want to do, because I want to add value to you because you are valuable.